Hello, hockey fans, and welcome to NHL Draft Pros. On today's video, we're going to take a preseason look at the top 10 2025 NHL Draft prospects. There's some decent talent in this draft class, so you're going to want to stick around and see the highlights for this one. And can you please subscribe and hit that like button? It really helps with the analytics for this channel. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, so the top 10 for the 2025 NHL Draft. And at number one, of course, it is James Hagens from the NTDP, who will be playing for Boston College this year. And check out these stats from last year. 102 points in 58 games for the U18 NTDP program. Wow. And that actually puts him at number 8, tied with Patrick Kane for the all-time one-season record. Not bad, eh? Check out the names on this list. Jack Hughes, Cole Eiserman, Patrick Kane, Cole Caulfield. Not a bad group to be associated with. Now, he's the number one consensus prospect for the 2025 NHL draft class, and he's been skating on a line with Ryan Leonard and Gabe Perreault. So, you know, that's going to help his stock for sure. And if he stays on that line throughout the year, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's going to put up some decent numbers. And look at the skill set. Like, he's just got the vision, the hockey IQ, and he's really good defensively too. So you know what? I think he's going to be a pretty nice pick for whatever team lands him at number one. So James Hagens is the number one prospect so far. Number two, we got Porter Martone, and he plays in the OHL for the Steelheads, the Brampton Steelheads. And check this out. He's 6'3", 196 pounds, and he's had 71 points in 60 games last season. Yeah, he's another big kid, skilled forward, and he's got some nice hands. Check out the vision on this little pass right here. This is definitely a prospect we're going to want to pay attention to. The NHL, they like big forwards, and he fits the mold. So Porter Martone at number 2. Number 3, we got Anton Frondell. So he's moved up since my early rankings, and he had 39 points in 29 games in the Swedish Junior League. He's 6 feet, 196 pounds, so pretty big kid. And yeah, he's got some skill. Now, he's going to miss the start of the season due to an injury, and this is the second one in the past few months, which may affect his draft stock if he has some injuries that nag him throughout the season. But he is one of the most skilled prospects in this draft class. So let's hope that we get to see him in tip-top shape soon enough so we can decide if he's a top 5 prospect or not. But yeah, Anton Frondell, he's number 3 on the list. And let's move on to number 4. One of my personal favorites, Michael Misa. We dropped him 1, but he's got some skill as well. And he had 75 points in 67 games last season. He's 6 feet, 173 pounds winger. And I know that Misa has dropped in a lot of the other rankings, but I've seen him in the preseason skates. And let me tell you something. He was flying out there. He's looking really good. If he has a monster season in Saginaw in the OHL this season, look for him to climb those rankings again and possibly be top 5. I'd say for sure top 10 pick in the 2025 NHL draft. But yeah, I like him a lot. And we got him at number 4 on this draft ranking. Okay, number 5, one that's jumped up a lot, and that is Matthew Schaefer, playing out of the OHL for the Erie Otters, and he's a 6'1", 175 pound left shot D. He had 17 points in 56 games last season, but let me tell you something. I bet you those numbers are going to go up significantly this season. But yeah, he had himself a nice Hlinka Gretzky tourney, and he had 6 points in 5 games and was the team captain. So this helped his stock rise in the process for sure. Now, he's a smooth offensive D with nice hands, exactly what a lot of NHL teams are looking for in a defensive prospect. Now, his offensive numbers, like I said, should increase drastically this season with the Erie Otters, and I'm hoping that they do, because if they do, he's going to be a high pick in the draft. So number 5, Matthew Schaefer. All right, number 6, we got Ivan Ryabkin. Now, he dropped a little bit, and he had 58 points in 44 games last season. He's a 6 foot, 170 pound center out of Russia. Now, Ryabkin will be an interesting prospect to watch. He started off the season in the MHL with a slow start. He has 3 points in 4 games and 0 points in 2 KHL games in Russia already. So you know how, it's the usual case with young Russians in their draft years that, they don't get the quality exposure like their North American counterparts. So we got him at number 6. All right, number 7, Roger McQueen out of the Dub. And he had 51 points in 53 games last year. But look at, he's a 6'5", 192-pound center. Yes, again, size matters when it comes to the draft. And he's a big kid, and he's got some smooth hands and sees the ice really well. But again, 6'5", right? That makes him one of those prospects that is going to climb the rankings. And so, I'd say that he's a top 10 prospect for sure at this point. Depends how his season will progress in the Dub, but expect him to go high for sure. So we got Roger McQueen at number 7 on this draft list. Moving on to number 8, Logan Hensler, who will be playing at the University of Wisconsin this year. And look at 6'2", 196-pound right shot D. Yep, that's pretty nice. 32 points in 61 games for the NTDP last year. So how he handles Wisconsin or the NCAA is going to determine where he lands come draft day. But, he's a pretty smooth skater. He's got some nice offensive skill set. Like I said, didn't put up a lot of points, but I see potential there. And if he puts up some nice, decent numbers for Wisconsin, I say he's going to be a top 10 pick. But he's a smooth skater, good D. I like him a lot, and he is number 8 on the list. He moved up 2 spots from my early rankings. And then number 9, Malcom Spence, who also plays for the Erie Otters. And last year he had 62 points in 66 games. And he's a 6', 193-pound winger. And yeah, he's got a little grit to his game. You got to like that when you have a prospect. And this one here, you're going to see his wheels just blows down the center of the ice there and then buries one. So yeah, Malcom Spence is going to be one player that is, I think he's gonna do well this season, and he's gonna climb the rankings probably for sure. So you know what, I'm excited to see him live. A couple viewings with him and Schaefer is gonna be a lot of fun. So number 9, Malcom Spence. All right, number 10, we got Charlie Trethewey. Now he plays in the NTDP, and he's 6'1", 190 pounds, right shot D. So he had 35 points in 52 games. So he's another one that we're gonna keep an eye on this season for sure. And he's got a cannon for a shot from the point, and he's one that I'm looking for some more offensive upside this season, more offensive output, I guess you could say. So hoping to see some offensive numbers climb for Charlie Trethewey, and it's going to be a nice season for sure for this draft class. So here's the preseason top 10 for the 2025 NHL draft class. I also wanted to include a few honorable mentions, and so here they are. And we got Sasha Boumedienne, who is a Swede, and he's going to play for the Boston U. So I want to see how he does. Caleb Desnoyers plays out of Moncton in the Q. William Moore, NTDP. Jake O'Brien, Brantford out of the OHL. And then last but not least, Luka Radivojevic, who is going to be playing for the Junior Swedish League and probably get a few call-ups for the SHL. So those are my honorable mentions. And that is it for this video. So please subscribe, hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it. And we'll see you soon. Cheers.